What's going on, guys? This is the Fools Talk podcast where fools talk about everything.
For the first few months, we'll be covering mainly fantasy sports and worldwide events.
We'll be uploading every Tuesday and Saturday, featuring one guest every week. Now let's get into the intro.
Stick, pretty bitch on a big dick, tryna ride the shit, hit a lick, I don't miss shit, I don't like the cake, so I call the shit bitch quick, no, so running so shutty, sound sick, let it rip, let it hit, let it drip, I don't wanna talk about a bitch, no lip, with some change, a gorilla grip, pop that shit like, ay. Okay, motherfucker, I don't love her, ace of spades with triple double, I'ma take your sister.
Alright, so we'll start off with the pick of the week, which is what we'll be doing every week. Basically how it will work is everyone will state something that is going to happen this week. For instance, like, my pick of the week for this week is Tyrese dropping 10 assists this week.
Oh.
One game, he's dropping 10 assists.
Tyrese
He has not dropped 10 assists in the game yet. He's had 9, but not 10. Over 10 yet.
Tyrese Halliburton, good.
Alright, and then basically, if I'm wrong about this pick, we're going to have a fool wheel, which I have to do a challenge. So, instance, one of our challenges is death drink. Basically, where if I were to land on that, we just big drink. A bunch of girl stuff.
My pick of the week or statement of the week is, I have 3, but I'm going to go ahead and pick 1. And Trae Young is going to drop 30 points and 10 assists in one game. Very bold statement right there.
Okay.
30 and 10?
Yes, sir. He has not been doing the greatest season. He has dropped a 30-point game. I'm not sure if 30 and 10
sold yesterday.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah,
he did.
I think he's going to recover 30 and 10.
All right. My pick of the week. This is recorded on January 17th, so, All right. Tomorrow, Monday, I think KD will not let Giannis get more than 30 points in their matchup. I think KD, with the help of James Harden, he's getting motivated now and he wants to play better, so he's not going to let Giannis score as much.
Hey, hear me out. Ben, trying to risk that down, say no more than 25 points?
KD's like a Slim Jim.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm saying 30.
30 like all around or 30 just on KD?
I'm saying 30 all around.
30 all around? That's fair.
So you're saying he's not going to score more than 30 versus the Knights in general?
No.
Pretty good take. Main thing about that is
could be a full take.
Yeah, could be a full take. So basically what we're going to do is, this is what, the 17th today?
17th, yeah.
17th. So we're going to measure from the 17th to the 24th, which will be next Sunday. And depending on how those takes are, then we'll measure the fool or cool, which we'll call it, spin a wheel, do the challenges like Quiz said earlier. And then,
Basically how it worked.
Solid.
All right, boys, so what are y'all thinking about the MIPs, most improved so far?
Ooh. I don't know, man. I think right now,
Let's see your take on it.
Right now, the early guy that I have in mind is Jeremy Grant.
Solid.
I think he's gone from being that swing guy that's coming off the bench every game, getting 12 points per game. He came in this year and he's getting 23 a game, and he's the number one option for the Pistons.
Yeah, I'm saying you're hilarious, man. You are one funny guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Who are you taking? Who are you taking?
He knows I was picking Jeremy Grant.
Who are you taking? No. I picked
Grant.
this last night.
Put it on your mom right now.
On my mom.
Hey,
I picked this last
put some
night,
caps
bro.
on the screen. Put some caps on the
I
screen.
did this last night. What?
Right here, MIP. Jared, where's that already?
Hey, I said right now.
Let's see.
Right now.
Both are tripping.
I said right now. I think later down the season, it could be Jaylen Brown.
No. What I put right here is MIP, Jeremy Grant. His role on the Pistons is a key thing for them.
Exactly.
He hooped for the Nuggets. I'm a Nuggets fan.
Yep.
Can tell he hooped, clamped up Braun a bit. Braun still popped off, but he still did his role. But on the Pistons, he's been performing hella. He's improved.
Yeah.
I think career-wise, Jeremy Grant is my favorite improvement that I've seen. Career-wise.
100%.
All right, for me, I did not pick Jeremy Grant. I got Christian Wood. The man has had a season this year. His career average in points is 10.7, and he switched from 10.7 to 23.2 points and 10.9 boards per game.
I'm going to get a fact check on that.
Yeah. I'm checking that right now, too.
do it right now.
Christian Wood. Let's see.
Man got dumped by his girlfriend too.
What does that have to do with sports?
So look, no. But listen, he went undrafted, and so he got dumped by his girlfriend because he went undrafted. He didn't get drafted, so he got dumped by his girlfriend.
Can you hear this?
And now man is gonna be a millionaire, and his girlfriend's on the streets. So.
Hey, can you hear the stats again real quick?
So look,
His
career average is 10.7 points per game,
That's fast.
and this year is averaging 23.2 points per game and 10.9 boards a game.
That's fair, yeah. Assists are still kind of low, but improvement, that's a big...
The biggest thing I've seen from an improvement this year is he has range now. He's shooting around 2 to 3 threes a game.
Hey, just like Ben Simmons' preseason, or whatever you want to call it, the offseason. Everyone thought it was going to be lethal. Look what happened, bro. Y'all see that clip about little Ben Simmons for 3?
Green,
that boy. It just didn't hit the rim.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Pretty solid, yeah.
Oh,
those are MIPs. Ben copied me on mine.
How am I copying you? No. How am I copying you if it was like, Okay. All right.
Are the Nets working? What's a thought on the James Harden trade to the Nets?
Ooh.
I'll let you go.
James Harden to the Nets. That was... What happened here was that basically Harden didn't want to be on the Rockets anymore, right? So the Rockets just got what they could out of it. Personally...
Well, no, originally he thought it was because Russell Westbrook was there. And Russ wanted out.
Yeah.
Right? And then Russ left, and he realized, no, I still don't want to be here.
Yeah, that's very...
So...
Yeah, but a big thing about that is that obviously there's 3 superstars, on the same team. Who knows how that's gonna work? They could be like the next Warriors, KD, Klay, Steph, that type of thing. But with Kyrie and Harden both being similar builds per se, I think they'll work, but not how we think they're gonna work.
What's up with Houston, man? All the stars are leaving now. Deshaun Watson, James Harden.
Yeah.
Man.
What do y'all think about the Nets?
I think the Nets thing, it could really be, it could go both ways. It could be a completely awful, it just could never work with Kyrie coming back. Mm-hmm. I mean, with his play style and James Harden's play style. It's going to be a big thing if James Harden can accept his role.
James Harden looked happy playing.
He looked happy playing, but when Kyrie comes back, it's going to be really important that he accepts his role for that team to work. Well, and if that team works, that can be another 2016, 2017 Warriors, was it? He just needs to be able to just sit there and be a spot-up shooter.
James Harden?
Yeah. James Harden needs to be able to be a spot-up shooter and wait.
The tier list on the Nets, which I'm pretty sure Steve Kerr's made it obvious, KD's their guy.
Yeah.
KD's the number 1.
Did you say Steve Kerr?
I meant
Stephen A?
Steve Nash.
Oh, Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I said Steve Kerr. That's my bad. But they got to realize that KD's number 1, and then Harden's number 2.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So if you're saying he has to accept his role,
I'm saying that Kyrie's going to be the one that brings the ball up. He's going to be making the plays for Harden to get open, but Harden has to accept that he has to run through the play and he can't just ISO every time like he did in Houston.
I feel like they can both take the ball up.
Oh, 100%. But if that's going to be like a team that Steve Nash runs,
when they're all 3 in, then
especially if you're going into the mind of Steve Nash, like that's a guy that was probably one of the most dominant passers in NBA history. I mean...
You could debate that.
Oh, God. We have our cameraman in the back right now.
Yeah, but
he's saying Curry.
The thing about the Nets trade, I think it would be better if Kyrie doesn't play this year, honestly, at all. I think James Harden and Kevin Durant will make a great duo. But with Kyrie in the mix, having to touch the ball as much, it's going to affect their team a lot.
Yo, the Nets did lose 4 first-round picks.
3 ball-dominant players.
Exactly, and the Nets lost 4
So the Nets actually did this before with when they traded for Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce late in the years. They traded all their picks away.
Yeah.
And that didn't really turn out anything because you got 2 old guys on your team. So this is basically championship or bust for them this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, what they're going for is
done for another. Who knows?
What they're going for is a 2 years to go for a ring.
That's if everyone wants to stay there.
Yeah, no,
who knows about Kyrie now? Stephen A. Smith said he should honestly retire.
Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith said Kyrie should retire.
Yeah, Kyrie, if he accepts his role, they can play well. But KD and what's his name? I forgot his name. James Harden, very happy together. If they get rid of Kyrie and get their picks back that they gave away, 4 first-round picks. They can get some
They're
picks
going to
back.
get 4 first
They're
round
not
picks.
gonna.
No,
And
I
if
mean,
and if they
pick
do,
or
it's
two
gonna
back.
be.
They
Kyrie?
get two and depth in their bench for Kyrie to a different team.
Man, I just feel
And
bad
I
for
think-
those Pacers.
I think smart thing for the Nets would be to get rid of Kyrie, get some more bench players, get some of your picks back.
I just feel bad for those Pacers. They thought they were getting Karis LeVert, and he ended up being injured for quite a while.
So
All they got is a 2nd-round pick back.
with
That's deep.
with
They got a bit of-
with Harden leaving Houston, is Oladipo coming to Houston gonna help Houston at all?
Houston is one of those teams that have a lot of studs. Like for example, Christian Wood is doing great. Oladipo, who's looking kind of like his former All-Star self, if he doesn't get like injured or anything. But I don't know. I don't think Rockets are a big contending team to worry about. They could creep up, maybe like the Suns or something like that. You know, like creep up in there. But personally, I don't think they're gonna get a chip with that team. They don't have the potential nor the talent
Yeah.
as of now. No, that's my take on the Rockets. Not quite there yet.
Solid.
What about you, Q?
I like the Rockets a lot. I like how John Wall fits in that team perfectly. And we'll just have to see how John Wall and Victor Oladipo play together. We'll just see how that works. I don't know what I'm supposed to expect there. We'll just see.
Do you think they're a playoff contending team? Like
Oh, they're
maybe
definitely a
8
playoff
seed?
contending team. I think they're more playoff contending team without Harden than they are with Harden.
Yeah.
That-
No,
Because I
100%.
feel like Victor Oladipo fits that role a lot better than Harden would.
And,
It's
jo-
hard-
and
hard
with
to
John
do.
Wall's passing ability and his IQ, I think that
That's
could
And
work.
then they got
out well.
DeMarcus Cousins coming off the bench. Which is good.
Who's going before him?
Christian Wood.
Oh shoot! Dang.
They're solid 6-man. Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins is a bit washed.
And they got Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon's been playing pretty well before he got injured.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like they have to step up in the position that they're at if they want to be a
Yeah.
playoff.
I really
contending
like
team.
what's his face, Daniel House Jr.
Oh
I
yeah.
think he's a really good spot
Oh,
up
yeah.
shooter.
I want Daniel House to Portland. Let's make it happen, Daniel. Come
No,
on,
no.
Daniel House to Portland.
Portland already has too many snipers. They just need a better team.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just cut that. All right.
All right.
No, but talking about playoff contending teams, the Pelicans,
Mm,
they are struggling. They are like not even top 10
yeah.
in their like conference, of course.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna pick up the pace again? Maybe a rough start.
It's early. It's early in the season. I think that they're a young team too. I mean, give them another year or two, and they're going to be top 5 in the conference every year.
Every year?
If they can keep that team together with
Lonzo.
if they can keep that team together with Zoe, Josh Hart, Zion, and Ingram, that's a top 5 team every year. Once they all develop a little bit more, that's a top 5 team, and they're going to be able to go to the Western Conference Finals, the finals.
Do you think it's worth keeping that exact same team together
100%.
for a couple years?
100%.
What do you think?
I like Zion Williamson a lot, but
Yeah.
here's the thing about right now is that the whole coronavirus thing's happening right now. So Zion Williamson's been out for probably a week or two because of that, and that's why they've been starting to fall down in games right now. Especially too because a lot of players have been out right now towards that, so we can't really make a statement off their team yet.
Yeah, but they are struggling without Zion. So maybe do you think they have to make a couple trades so they can maybe get more production going off their bench and with their starting team?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll just have to see.
I mean, but you look at that and you say you do want to trade. Like, who would you even begin to look at to trade, and who would you trade for?
Yeah, that's
I mean, obviously you have to make it a somewhat fair trade because no one's gonna be stupid enough to. What was that trade that everyone was making fun of a couple years ago? People were like, 2K wouldn't even do this trade. It was like it was the Buddy Hield trade, I think.
That
It was
a
like
good trade by the Kings.
who was it? It was Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins, I think, to the Pelicans, or DeMarcus
No.
Cousins to the
You're thinking
Pelicans.
of- so that's when the Kings traded. So basically, the trade was Buddy Hield, Tyreek Evans, a first for DeMarcus Cousins,
Yeah.
and C.D. Osman.
Yeah.
Or not C.D. Osman. It was what's his face? I don't know, some relevant guy. But I think that was a better trade for the Kings based off of what they're trying to rebuild right now. They're very young
Years
core right
later.
now.
Years later.
So where they're going with the DeMarcus Cousins, they weren't going anywhere with them. So
That's
they
right.
had to redo something because they were trying to contend, weren't even making the playoffs with DeMarcus Cousins. So they had to do something else, switch something else up.
But Cousins also has matured since then.
Well,
I mean, he was pretty immature on that Kings team. He was getting texts about once every
Still
3
does,
games. I mean, oh man.
Yeah, Kings were looking very promising. What's up with that?
Yeah, what's up with that
So
question?
basically, my
Kings
whole
fan, by
thing
the way.
is, all right. So we have the worst defensive rating in the league right now, and I think that's based off of Luke Walton's gameplay plan right now. So basically what Luke Walton's game plan is right now is the Kings have a very fast-paced offense. Mm-hmm. So when you have a fast-paced offense, that means that the game's going to speed up a lot. So when they're going super fast and then they commit a turnover, they don't have time to go back on defense, and that's easily scores for the other team. If Buddy Hield is a starter, and Buddy Hield is one of the worst defensive rated players in the league. He's terrible at defense.
He's a sniper, though.
He's been struggling this year.
Hey, who are you taking, Buddy Hield or CJ McCollum? But CJ McCollum 2 years ago.
Ooh.
I'm taking CJ easily.
I think I'm taking CJ too. It was because CJ's was just getting out of his shell. I think he is almost at the level he's at right now. He can still make those big plays when you need him to, but he also has a player like Dame to rely on.
Hey, is Hield on a big contract right now? Do y'all know that?
Yeah, he's a $390 million contract.
Is he worth that?
No.
I personally don't believe he's worth that much.
No way.
I think he's like a chip you get rid of.
I think if he plays how he can play, hitting the shots that he needs to hit, which he did. When was that? Was that last year or the year before? He played really well before he got signed to that contract. Averaged around almost 20 points per game. And was one of the better three-point shooters in the league.
Here it says in 2017 he's making $3.5 million a year.
Yeah, I know, but he got signed to a 3-year, $90 million contract.
Nice.
Solid.
Good job. Good job.
All right. He'll sign a 4-year, $94 million
All right,
contract.
yeah, 4 years.
Jeez, dude.
Damn, that's $23 million a year. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not paying that for Buddy Hield.
No.
I don't know about you guys.
Well, he's a young talent, and we'll just see. Especially back then, that was a good option because this year he's hit a little bit of stump and shooting stump.
But is that where Tyrese Halliburton came in, like to help that out, or what?
Well, Tyrese Halliburton, the reason why I like him is he's a floor general. He's basically the best all-around rookie you have so far in this draft.
Ooh.
He is.
Have you seen Melo stats?
Yeah, but LaMelo has no defense.
Have you seen his stats?
50% of the game's defense. Yeah, but the reason why his stats are so inflated right now is because Tyrese missed 2 games. LaMelo hasn't missed a single game yet.
So you believe if Tyrese played those 2 games,
yeah, it would be more.
He'd have better stats.
It'd be more mixed.
If not the same.
It'd be more mixed, yeah. Because Tyrese right now he's leading the league in points per game as for a rookie.
I think that's Melo.
No, it's 12.1 for Tyrese.
That
was about a couple days ago, but Tyrese didn't. What is it? He didn't play that much this last game because we got smacked by the Clippers, so it might have went down.
That's it. So Melo this year, he is averaging 11.8 points a game, 6.8 rebounds, and 6.1 assists. What's Melo or Tyrese getting?
I think it is. Well, last time I checked, it was 12.1, but he could drop.
But points aren't always everything. As you said,
Yeah,
defense is 50% of the game.
No,
yeah.
He's more a 3-and-D player.
Yeah.
Melo is
like a Robert Covington.
Basically.
Melo's dropping 7 boards and 6 assists.
Yeah, that's good
think
numbers, especially for someone his height.
6'8".
Yeah, he's 6'8". He can match up. He can match up against the small forwards if you really want him to. Some of those, like, who would you say, if Gordon Hayward was on another team, he could match up against a Gordon Hayward.
But the reason why, everyone looks at stats for LaMelo Ball. If you just watch Tyrese Halliburton play in the game, his turnover ratio for him is super low. He doesn't commit turnovers. He's a smart IQ player, and he looks super smart. While he's on the court, he's probably one of the smartest players I've seen on the court, especially for a rookie.
All right, but now let's ask this question: who are we taking in the draft, Melo or Tyrese?
I'm taking Melo.
Let's say you have the exact same team.
Well, it depends because at the beginning of the year, Tyrese wasn't as big as scouted as LaMelo.
No, yeah, but I'm saying, now with the knowledge you know about both players.
Sure Tyrese is probably one of my favorite players in the league right now. Just watching him play is fun to watch.
Well, are you hopping on that Tyrese train because you're a Kings fan, or even
I
if
just
you weren't a
love,
Kings fan?
If he was on a team where I was watching consistently, he's just a very fun player to watch. Just because of the fact that he has such a well IQ of a player. He doesn't commit annoying turnovers. When he hits it, when he's wide open for 3, he makes it almost every single time. He shoots 50% from 3. And the reason why he went so low in the draft is because basically college scouts said his jumper wouldn't translate to the NBA because jumper's a little weird. But right now he's shooting 50% of the league for 3.
So you talk about players that have dropped in the draft like that. But what about Peyton Pritchard? I mean, does he compare to a LaMelo Ball or a Tyrese?
So Peyton Pritchard, when he was drafted originally, Celtics fans were not even that happy about it.
No, they weren't. But
they
saw what he
got
did,
drafted a little high.
Yeah.
Well, now they're all riding him right now. Yeah.
I mean, that's a guy that in the future I could see him being an AI type of guy. I didn't mean to rhyme.
Yeah, personally, I do believe that right now James Wiseman is looking very promising for the future years as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's LaMelo Ball, you know.
I think James Wiseman, if he wants to do good in this league, he's going to have to gain weight. He's going to have to gain a lot of weight. Because right now, he looks super skinny. And
muscle weight.
Yeah, he's doing great.
I know he is right now, but that's also too what is it? Greg Oden. When he came into the league, he did really well up until he got injured, and then his injuries just was his whole career.
I mean, but then you look at someone like KD. He's a tiny dude. He's skinny.
Well, Kevin Durant's not a center though. He's more of a shooting guard, small forward, and those shooting guard, small forwards.
He's just as tall as a center.
He's small forward, power forward.
Yeah, no, but he doesn't play the center role. So
no,
he's not playing versus other centers.
Okay.
But if anything, he also plays like a more dangerous game because he's like.
So it's like LaMelo. LaMelo's 6'8", and he's only 180 pounds.
That's true.
But Melo's kind of like a point guard type of build.
That's I know. Kevin Durant's like a point guard type of build. He's a guy that you can bring the ball
with. That's his play style, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I see what you mean.
So that's why, like for James Wiseman, for instance, he's going to be playing people like Joel Embiid, who are just going to body him in the paint because Joel Embiid's very big compared to him.
Yeah, like Jokic was not per se taking advantage, but he was like driving in a bit, getting little like cook shots in there.
Exactly. So I think if in order for him to take the next level as a star, he's going to have to gain weight. A lot of weight. It's like Marvin Bagley right now. Marvin Bagley coming into the league, he was the one thing college scouts were against is his weight. He wasn't that big, and so right now, his go-to move is to turn around hook shot or thing, but he can't like body someone in the paint, which is why he hasn't been doing as good as people thought he would do.
Since we just talked a bit about injuries, how you said a big factor for you not wanting James Wiseman is due to his weight, and you think that he can get injured and his career can go on a downfall, right? What do y'all think about John Morant? Just came back from his injury yesterday.
I didn't see the stats he put up. Let me check.
I didn't either, but stats before he got injured were pretty promising, if you're going to say the least, you know?
Yeah.
He was doing pretty good. Do y'all think he's back on track to what he was doing? And do you think he's going to keep doing better? Or do you think this injury was kind of like a stump in his career where he can go down or plateau?
I mean, it was a major but minor injury. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it didn't put him out for a whole season. He got injured at the beginning of the season. Didn't put him out for a whole season.
Than we thought.
Yeah, he came back a lot faster than we thought. And right here, it looks like he put up decent numbers for a first game back. 17.6 assists on a steal, too. I mean, got a little bit of defense in there. I mean, he was 0 for 3 from the three-point range. But, I mean, that's a guy that's athletic. I mean, he will get up there and get boards if you want to.
When he lands on 1 foot.
Yeah.
That's
what I was about to say.
Could it be a Derrick Rose?
Do you think this injury will change his play style due to fear of getting injured again?
No.
You don't
Not
think
at all.
So?
Nope.
No, I saw a clip of him doing the exact same thing as he's always done. He's landing on 1 foot off of a dunk.
I mean, it's scary because it could be another Derrick Rose situation. And personally, people are going to come at me for this, but I think Derrick Rose could have been one of the top 3 greatest of all time if he never got injured.
I mean,
started out his career great. Youngest MVP ever.
MVP ever. I mean, anyways, back to the story.
But now we're on to Luka Doncic.
You know.
MVP.
So,
no.
I don't know. I think Luka this year, basically, the reason why he's had more of a downfall this year, I guess, not really, but the beginning of the season he didn't start out that well. The reason why Luka didn't start out that well is because he went 2 for like 20-something from 3.
I think
that's the bubble effect to that because a lot of players starting out the year did terrible from 3. No one's shooting consistent like Donovan Mitchell. Exactly. Everyone's not playing that well from 3s because they're not used to playing on that big arenas.
Like what's his name? Kelly Oubre was like 0 for 12 for like the first like 3-4 games.
0 for 24 over the first 3 games.
It was disgusting. Right?
They were like what? The Warriors were ranked like 29th in the NBA for 3-point percentage, but if Kelly Oubre didn't shoot any of his 3s, they would have been 3rd. Like
that's
Yeah.
Because they have Curry, arguably the best deep range shooter to ever live.
The best shooter.
Not right now. Ray Allen is right now.
Well, yeah, but I'd say that he's going to surpass Ray Allen.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to surpass Ray Allen. I feel like that's not that controversial.
After his career, he will, for sure.
Yeah, hopefully.
Here's the thing. Like, Curry's probably the best shooter of all time, but if I have one person, fade of the line, I want Iguodala.
Damn, that's...
If the game is on the line... Like if you're down 3, you need a 3-point to send it into overtime.
The Martians have their lasers.
I'm picking Dame. I'm picking Dame every time, and that's not off some bias towards him. I'm picking Dame every single time. You see the shot he's put up against Ingram, step back from 30 feet plus. You see the shot he put up against Paul George, step back from 35 feet plus. I mean, I can't remember a time where Dame hasn't missed a shot to win a game.
What about Ray Allen?
Ray Allen? Reggie Miller?
Ray Allen.
I said, what about Reggie or Ray Allen?
I think both of them are really clutch shooters, but I think the top 3 most clutch shooters of all time, in order, Dame, Curry, Allen. Yes.
I want Tyrese Halliburton taking the shot.
Oh my God.
And step back 3.
Hey, speaking about like shooters and stuff like that, dude, what do you guys think about LeBron's 3-point range now? Like his 3-point game has gotten a lot better. And
He actually evolved over time.
He looks like a threat now. Like that's a 1-year change right there.
I mean, as he gets older, he's going to have to start shooting the ball a lot more. He's going to have to play a lot more conservative, especially if he's going to want to play with his son at one point in his career. Because he's going to have to last.
That's fair. Can't get injured.
Can't get injured. Can't be risking it with athletic stuff with people all in the paint. If it's a fast break and he's wide open, of course he's going to do something crazy.
Do you think that makes him more of a threat that he can shoot?
100%.
Or do you think that's going to make him an average player?
No.
Because he's just going to be a shooter now.
No, because if he's a shooter, then they're going to play up more, and he can drive by and get it back out to someone that's another shooter.
That's fair.
You know, they all collapse because they know.
Now, to anything, I want Nikola Jokic. As simple as that.
Exactly. Nikola Jokic, he just...
If I need 2 points...
Yeah, if you need 2 points, that's a Jokic.
Weird Larry Bird-looking jump shot, bro. You can't guard
or the hook.
Or the hook. If he's close to the freaking rim, he can just hook it in.
Yeah.
He just lays the ball.
It makes it look so easy, though. It's so annoying.
He's such a sluggish player. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like when he runs, his arms are hanging
Man looks
around
like he just came back from McDonald's.
Exactly. Yeah. But he's a beast. He showed it.
100%.
Speaking back on the MVP thing, you said Luka.
I got Luka for
If
MVP.
I'm playing it conservative, I'm gonna say LeBron's winning it. But
yeah,
I believe that Jokic continues this 100% MVP. Almost averaging a triple-double a game.
True.
But look, here's the thing. Luka Doncic, right now, he's quote-unquote having an off year, even though he's averaging 27 points, 9 and 8.
It's very true.
He said he's having an off year, he personally said himself.
No, that's just what everyone's been saying because he hasn't been shooting well at all. And he's still averaging 27, 9, and 8.
He came back and started doing better. That was the first 3 games where he had
I'd say the first 7 to 8 games he did not play well.
Damn.
He was playing well. He still put up his numbers, but he wasn't shooting well.
Yeah, because I personally believe as of now, season ends, I got Nikola Jokic winning MVP. Season ends today. Who do you guys have winning MVP?
Today,
if the season ended today?
Yeah. And they had to pick an MVP candidate.
I'm going to go with the same thing, Jokic.
Jokic's averaging a triple-double. 24 points, 11 boards, 10 assists.
Yeah, but you also have to look at where his team is right now. They're the 8th seed right now.
They're the 8th seed, but they were the 15th seed, 2 weeks ago, a week ago. They had a rough patch, right? They lost to the Kings twice, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're on a win streak. For example, the Warriors, they lost the first 3 games, looked very bad. Then they went on a little win streak, looked promising. Now they're just losing again. And
I don't know. It's always too early for me to...
Why do you think LeBron isn't up there? I mean, I'm with you on Jokic, but I'm just wondering, why do you think LeBron's not up there?
Well, like I said, if I'm playing conservative, picking an MVP, I'm picking LeBron.
Okay.
He's in the talk for the GOAT,
Yep.
He favored by a lot of fans. Already has that attention there. And, I mean, LeBron's just a classic. When we pull up stats, he's doing great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard to pick someone that's, like, it's hard to not pick somebody who's getting triple-double.
Yeah, gotcha.
He's leading his team to 11-3.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, you know.
Yeah.
Stats-wise, he may not be there, but, may not have Nikola Jokic stats. But his team's obviously winning, so it's like, why not? 24 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. It's like, that's a good stat line, and they're winning. So that's what makes LeBron up there, because he can make his team win.
How much? Wait, what is he averaging?
24 points, 8 boards, 7 assists. Alright, yeah, so
For me right now, I think the best, like the person who's playing the best right now is Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard.
What's his stats?
So basically, right now, in the past, right now he's averaging 25.6 and 6 boards, shooting 43% from 3, which Kawhi Leonard, so far in his career, has not been the greatest 3-point shooter.
Okay.
Like, he's been consistent, but he hasn't been, like, someone that is going to take a dribble and shoot. Yeah.
Okay.
Kawhi's just playing really well, and just the defensive presence he has in the game is unlike anyone other. You seen the man's hands, bro?
Large.
Big.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. He's a.
I was at that.
I don't think he's MVP candidate.
You know that little thing that they did in Disney World where they had like the NBA experience, and you had like the.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a ton of stuff there.
Yeah.
They had the hands in there, and I went during Christmas with my family, and they had Kawhi's, and it was literally the biggest hand I've ever seen.
I mean, that's what makes him a.
Like he's, and you see some of those clips where he's just holding the ball out, like just like straight up, like that. Oh man. Oh god.
Oh.
I'm so happy that these mics cannot pick up your voice. Like I'm so happy about that. You have no idea. Oh my god.
We're gonna get in. So, are we gonna get into the duos?
Hey, before we get into the duos though, Kristaps Porzingis. What do y'all think about it? Came off an injury. He had a decent game, didn't he?
I don't know.
I haven't really been paying attention to him. I haven't heard anything.
Me personally, I've never really been like the biggest fan of his play style. Like, he's a 7-foot center that shoots.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know.
I mean,
he went 0 from 5 from 3 versus the Bulls.
Exactly, and his main thing is shooting. Like he
airballed the 3. Oof.
Well, you got to think it's going to take a little bit, like everyone else at the beginning of the season.
His field goal percentage is 37% on the season, which isn't that bad, honestly.
Like 1 game?
2 games.
Well, he also hasn't even had a 30-minute plus game.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just getting back. They're putting him back into the rotation. We'll just see how it works.
I mean, especially with his small minutes, he's getting 15 points a game, 7 rebounds. I mean, that's solid numbers for if you need a solid power forward or a center for your team. Like if Portland had that right now, we would. Yeah.
You guys are doing a lot better.
A lot better, yeah.
Like speaking about the minutes, he's getting like not a 30-point game, or not a 30-point game, about a 30-minute game. Like Quiz said, person who's getting a lot of minutes and the production is showing it is Julius Randle. Do you think if he played 15 minutes, he'd have like pretty good stats, he's production per minute? Do you think his production per minute is good or no?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see his,
Heck yeah. He's putting up 23 points a game on 10 rebounds with almost 7 assists a game. The only thing that brings him down somewhat is his turnovers per game, and that's 4.
That's fair, yeah.
I mean, you need someone, a good power forward that's going to come in and put the work in and be good for your team, who's not a toxic person outside of the basketball court. Julius Randle is your guy.
Yeah, like his career average is 29 minutes.
Yeah.
And it has gone, it's probably going to be higher this year because past few games, 31 minutes, 38 minutes, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
On the season.
Well, that's the game plan for them. They said him and RJ Barrett, that's what their coach said.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
They're getting mad minutes.
Yeah, like 37 minutes per game. That's what he's averaging. 22 points.
Wasn't RJ leading minutes per game?
Yeah, RJ is probably still leading minutes per game.
No, I think it's Colin Sexton now. Isn't it?
I don't know.
I think at one point it was Colin Sexton.
Fact check on that soon.
All right. Well, anyways, will Ruby lose enough weight?
Hey, they don't know Ruby. Chill with that. Well, once he comes on, we'll talk about that.
Look, we can. Just put up a picture of Ruby. That's all you gotta know.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved. I'm not involved in this.
Smithy, what is your take on that?
Ruby? I'll say my take in a future episode. I don't think this episode is good. Because he's not here to give an opinion on that, you know? So,
let's call him.
No, we're not calling him. He doesn't even have service on his phone.
Instagram.
So yeah, alright, just continuing the basketball topic. Y'all want to start getting into some duos? Some would you rather type duos? So we have a couple.
Hey, just wait, bro. You're trying to get ahead of yourself.
Hey, we told our cameraman not to talk, but he's obviously breaking.
Yeah, we told the cameraman not to talk. We told him, yeah, you'll probably talk like once or twice.
Alright, man. So let's continue what we were saying, right? So duos. Let's do some would you rather type of duos, and what's the best duo in the league? Let's just start off with what's the best duo in the league. I'm a pretty basic answer, nothing risky. LeBron AD. I don't think this is kind of hard, you know. Chris, you agree with that?
I think it could be LeBron AD or Kawhi George. I think
Kawhi George
if you look at it on paper, Kawhi George could be a contender for that.
Yeah, I think that's the closest contender, but
I think Paul George back into his MVP shape. He said that this offseason he's going back to the training.
Playoff P.
But
he's going back with the training when his MVP season. He went back to that old trainer he went to.
But
Playoff P.
I still think AD is better than Paul George. LeBron's better than Kawhi.
Okay.
And you could say AD's better than both of them as well.
I just haven't been watching the Lakers this year.
Yeah.
They're number one in the conference in the West.
That makes sense. Yeah. Everyone wants to go to the Lakers. They have Dennis Schroeder and Marcel Harris.
Yeah.
And don't forget about the boy Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma. Eminem. Slim Shady. Man. I think you say best duo is LeBron AD, but the best backcourt is either Dame CJ or Steph Clay when healthy.
It's Damian Lillard and CJ. It's simple as that. We know.
I'm gonna say the best backcourt duo that can actually do something. Steph Clay.
Nope.
So I'm torn between them because I love Dame and CJ. Portland guy. I'm a Portland guy.
We gotta think.
But also,
CJ's averaging 28 points per game right now.
But then you also say Steph Clay. Steph Clay. I mean, you have Steph. If he has an off night, which means he's getting 20 a game, you have Clay who's going to shoot 40 a game. I mean, but then you look at Portland, you have Dame. If he doesn't put up the normal 25 he gets a game, he's going to put up 15 a game. And then you have CJ who's going to go for 30 that game. I mean, whoever's not feeling it, they're just going to go to the other person.
I got my money on Steph Curry.
Steph Clay?
I mean, yeah, Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson.
I don't, especially when Klay Thompson's coming back from 2 major injuries.
No, we're saying like let's
when
say
healthy. I said when
he's healthy.
Klay Thompson will never be healthy again, and that's just
I said when he's healthy, like when like prime Klay Thompson, like prime Klay Thompson.
Well, obviously you're gonna go prime, then you obviously like prime Steph Curry and prime.
Everyone in their prime. Everyone in their prime.
2-time MVP candidate Steph Curry and then Klay Thompson. And then Damian Lillard and CJ, neither of them have an MVP. CJ's never even made an All-Star appearance.
Even when Klay comes back, I think give him like 3 months.
But do you think CJ never CJ? But do you think CJ would make an All-Star appearance if he was in the East?
I have no clue. Not.
I think that if
I think CJ every other year besides this year he's been very inconsistent. Meaning that he's either going to get you 12 points a game last year. I'm not talking about this. We're talking about last year. Last year, when I watched him, he's either dropping 40 a game or he's going to get you like 15, 20.
Okay.
He's never been a type, like last year, he's never been a type player to average like 24 a game, every game.
Yeah. He's not a consistent player.
He hasn't been a consistent player his whole career. But this year, he's dropping into more of a consistent role.
Okay.
And so that's the reason, but...
You think Dame and CJ still beat Steph and Klay when Klay comes back?
Yes, of course, 100%.
I think
CJ is taking a new step to his career this year. You can tell he's hitting more shots. Him and Damian Lillard even said over the summer that they didn't stop working after the bubble. They continue to work.
Yeah.
And that just shows when this league has happened.
I think that Klay's play style isn't anything like too athletic. So I think his injury, like for
Yeah,
example,
but Clay was mainly
if Clay's injury happened
defense.
to John Morant, then it'd be a completely different story, right? Because John Morant relies off his athleticism, blah, 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 like running around, jumping, blah, blah.
But the thing
Clay's
that
a catch
made
and
Clay great was his defense.
And his shooting.
Yeah.
He was a 3-and-D player. He's one of the best
No,
3-and-D
we're
players
talking
to
about
ever play.
backcourt. We're
But
talking
you gotta
about
get
backcourt.
No, yeah, no, but
Talking
you
about
taking
standards.
yeah, but you look at Clay and you have to look at him all around.
Oh,
I mean,
all around. We're talking
So-
about shooting duo, just like whoever's going to get you more.
no,
There's
because
never
you
been a player to come back from a torn ACL and put up the same numbers they have.
Kobe,
Besides Kobe, I guess that's the only. Person.
Kobe.
But I was about to say that. Like that's the only person that's
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
done
yeah.
that. Besides that, no one else.
What did KD do?
Or was it Achilles?
Yeah, KD tore his Achilles.
Yeah, but what is it?
That's a major injury.
And KD's still.
And KD came back, and I would
He's
argue
gonna
that he
talk-
might be doing better than he was before.
And he's
I don't
he's
know.
considered the best person in the league.
And
Right?
it's too early to say for him.
It is too early. It is
But
too
he's still
early.
putting up numbers.
I mean, I don't see his production slowing down anytime soon.
No.
Honestly.
When
Especially with
Kyrie
James
comes
Harden
back,
back.
it'll show.
Yeah, with James Harden. Yeah.
If Kyrie comes back, that has nothing to do with KD. That just comes if
Yeah.
Kyrie's gonna like work with them or not.
It won't.
KD is still looking great.
KD is the number one option.
KD's number one option. I still think he's gonna generate offense.
I'm just saying that he not only did tear it once, he tore it twice. He did have two
Yeah.
back to back
That's true.
major injuries.
Yep.
And a lot of people back in the day, they would say you wouldn't even be able to walk again from that injury, let alone play a huge sport again.
Yeah.
And so Klay Thompson will never be the same player again. I guarantee that.
Yeah, I feel you can say.
Okay.
He will
Same
maybe
player,
get
but-
around like 18 points per game at most.
I still think with this play style, catch and shoot, I still think if he really works hard enough, he can go back.
Okay.
All right, now back to duo. Are y'all taking tonight? The Nuggets and the Jazz play today. Who you guys have winning? I got the Nuggets all day. You already know.
That's because you're a Nuggets fan.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
That's Mitchell and Gobert, and we have Jamal Murray and Jokic.
Well, it's 50-50 here because Mitchell's better than Jamal Murray.
Yeah.
And then Jokic better than
I
Gobert.
think Jokic is better than Gobert. It just depends on how both of them play. I mean, if
in a
Mitchell,
team context, who are you taking as you do to carry out your team?
I'm taking Mitchell Gobert.
You?
Well, I don't really like Jamal that much, but Jokic is a great player.
I mean,
so.
Jokic is amazing, but I mean, you have Rudy Gobert who can get just as many boards in the game, and then
But think about
Mitchell.
Gobert is that-
Mitchell can just cherry pick, and that's easy buckets all day long. I mean, I'm not saying Jamal Murray can't do the same thing. I'm just saying.
Once that doesn't work, then what? Like, for example, if you watch the Nuggets play, they pass like crazy.
Yeah, no, 100%. They probably have the best ball movement in the NBA.
They pass like crazy.
Yeah,
So
I'm
that's
just saying that Mitchell is way more athletic than Murray, and I think and Mitchell arguably is just as good at shooting as Murray. If you really look at him, so
I mean, I think if Murray starts like right now, he's been like slowing down production.
yeah,
Like these past like 4 games.
yeah,
I think if he like picks the pace back up and stops like playing so conservative like he has been,
he'll be fine.
I'm still taking Jokic, Murray.
Well,
in the
right
team
now, if you look at
context.
the stats, Jamal Murray's having his best season this year.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And he's still
That's
having
kind
a bad
of
season.
sad.
So that's the only reason why
That's
I
kinda
don't,
sad.
because Jamal Murray is very overhyped player. That's just from the bubble though, as you can see, because a lot of experts are looking at the bubble and being like, oh, he's gonna have the same numbers as the bubble,
Oh no.
as the
No way.
bubble as he is from the playoffs.
No way he's dropping the same stats. He was.
So
but
right now he's
Murray's
averaging
something-
19 points per game.
Yeah.
I looked this up last night, and
His field
career
goal percentage is very low as well. Like his free throw, my bad. It's usually around like a 85 to like 90.
Well, yeah, because now he's a bigger role than normally,
Now it's at a 75.
and he's
Field goal percentage at is 46 though. So I mean that's not a terrible percentage right there.
field goal percentage.
That's not terrible by any means.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that in a team context, I'm still gonna take Jokic because Jokic can just create so much offense, and he trusts Murray.
Yeah,
So that makes it so much
But I
better.
think the Jazz are the better team with Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench at that 6.
No, I'm
That's
just
true.
saying, are we taking teams or are we taking players? Because I'm just saying those two duos placed in the exact same situation, I think Murray and Jokic would be more successful due to the offense.
Well, that's pretty obvious because Jokic right now is the number 1 center in the league. Gobert's
Yeah.
probably top 10.
yeah. Speaking of centers, let's just get into our tier list.
Are we not going to continue more of the duos? Or just
I mean,
Let's just hop in.
let's just hop into our tier list, man.
Alright, bro.
Let's just hop into the tier list.
Alright, let's let up a couple centers here.
Here, I'm pulling up my recording stuff so I can.
So how the tier list is going to work is S, which is going to be like legends, like not legends, but like the best. Top Superstar, basically, yeah. Then we got A, B, C, D. Are we doing E and F or no?
A is like, I'd say is all-star.
A is like pretty all-star, but they're not quite like the S tier. They can
No,
go low
B,
A.
I think B would be like the not an all-star, but like a star, like a player, a good player, like a solid, great, like good player. C's your average player.
C's like nothing special, not
but
terrible,
nothing
not good.
terrible.
D is like y'all got to get a new center. We're doing starting centers right now.
And F is just like, man, just, what are you doing? All right, say a name.
Yeah,
Start off James Wiseman.
I'm gonna put James Wiseman at B tier.
No.
I'm putting James Wiseman at B tier due to his potential that he has. He has a lot
You
of
gotta
potential.
look at him right now, though. You not just off of the potential, just right now.
Yeah.
Right now, he's a C tier. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
but
what
if I'm
agree
picking
with.
him up on my team, I'm putting him as a B tier because I do believe in 3 months he's gonna be a fat B tier. Easy.
He's averaging 11.3 points per game, 6.3 rebounds, and 0.4 assists per game, which is not good.
I think I would put him somewhere between B tier and C tier if there was a place to put him.
He could be a high C or low B.
High C, low B, but
I'm
I'm
putting him high C.
gonna put him high C.
You all agree on that C tier?
Yep.
Alright. Easy.
All right. Let's go with Mason Plumlee.
Plumlee,
C tier.
He's a C tier.
Yeah.
He's a casual.
All right, let's look
He was
at.
on the Nuggets, bro. It was so funny watching him sub in for Jokic because you can see the big difference in the centers.
Yeah. I think that was a clear one.
So
kinda
Plumlee
came
actually
across.
this year was supposed to have an outbreak year
But he didn't.
because he got signed to a big contract with the Pistons this year, but he's pretty average this year.
Yeah.
He's getting 26 minutes per game, 7 points per game, 3.5 assists per game. Nothing too special.
Yeah, he's a C.
He is averaging 1.4 steals a game though, which is
Plumlee's
pretty
a
good.
fat C in my opinion.
Yeah.
I
Just
think he's a fat
easy C.
comfortable C.
yeah.
No,
I have a whole list right here. Yeah. All right. Let's go DeAndre Ayton.
I think he's a.
I don't know.
He's a high C to a low B.
I think he's a B. Honestly maybe a high B. He's getting like 10 boards a game maybe.
Well, this year he is 12 points per game and 11 rebounds.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that might change my.
He's a
might change
fatty
it.
B,
I would
low
take that.
A.
I would put him in a B.
He's a fatty B.
But he's only averaging 1.8 point assists per game.
That's
mean,
fine.
he's a center.
He's doing his role as a center.
He's a center.
Jokic is a center that passes, which is great.
Yeah.
That's why.
And he has Chris Paul and
He's
Devin
definitely
Booker
lower
around
on the
him, too.
scoring this year. Last year he averaged 18 points per game. This year he's only averaging 12.5 points per game.
That's because you brought in Chris Paul.
Yeah. So I'd put him probably at B tier.
I'm putting him
especially
B
probably
tier.
up
B
his.
tier. He's a high B in my opinion.
Are we putting an S tier?
Oh yeah, we got an S.
Okay, cool. All right. Clint Capella.
Clint Capella.
Actually, watching him yesterday, he actually surprised me.
Yeah.
He was pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
Versus the Blazers. He had a great game.
Oh,
yesterday.
100%.
I haven't seen his stats.
He played really good against the Blazers. I was really surprised.
I would put him in the B tier as well.
Yeah, I would B tier.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's like as good as DeAndre Ayton. I'm still taking Ayton over him. But
Yeah.
he is a comfortable B tier, maybe mid to low. Ayton's
Yeah.
like a high B.
100%. All right. Andre Drummond.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of inconsistent things about
He's
Drummond.
a low B, maybe high C if that.
I would put him in the D tier.
D?
I would put him in the D tier.
So this year he's averaging 14 points per game, 14 assists per game.
Yeah.
Or
14 assists?
rebounds per game, my bad.
I don't know. He's old, man.
I think he's a either. I don't think
I-
he's a D. He's not a D. There's no way.
Yeah, that was a bad take.
I
on me.
think he's a B
That was a
or
bad
a
take.
C. He's a B or a C.
He's averaging his this year he's averaging the most points he's ever in his career.
He's not.
It's also because he's on the Cleveland Cavaliers.
He's
but,
averaging
yeah.
my bad 19.3 points per game and 15.8 rebounds per game.
Jeez. All right. Yeah, that's definitely a B
He's a
tier.
fat B.
He
I
might
don't
even
think
be
he'll
an A tier.
No, but he's. I don't think he's an A tier.
No, he's in B, but he
He's not
could
a
be
B.
in that.
No.
You know.
You said DeAndre Ayton's a high B, and then that's not an A.
That's not. Because I have DeAndre Ayton's lost potential.
He's averaging 12 and 11, and you just put him on high B.
He's mid B. If we're putting Drummond, that's fair. If Ayton, I said he's a high B.
Yeah.
Putting Drummond there.
Then he's a
then
mid B.
Ayton's a comfortable.
I would put him in A actually because especially he's averaging 19.
Well, are we considering their past seasons or just this season?
I'm talking
Just
about
this season.
Just this season, then he's an A.
All right.
All right.
If we're not talking about any future seasons, then yeah, he's an
Okay.
A.
Okay. All right. Marc Gasol.
C.
He's old.
He's a C.
I would say he's a solid C.
Solid C.
Comfortable C. He's old, nothing special.
Actually, no, I'd put him at D.
D. Why?
What are stats?
He's only averaging 4 points per game, 5 rebounds per
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put him at the D.
But here's the thing: he's only averaging 19.7 minutes per game.
I mean, that's not terrible production.
It's not awful, but still, I mean, he's a
either-
starting center, right?
He's either like he's starting, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, God.
A very low C tier
I'd put him D.
or a comfortable D
I'm putting him in D tier.
Yeah, put him at D.
All right, Joel Embiid.
I'm putting him at A or S.
I'd put him at S, especially.
Really?
Yeah, he's had a
Yeah,
great
he's
season this
doing great right
year.
now. I'm putting him at S. He's one of the S tier centers.
Was
All
he
right.
averaged 25 points per game, 11 rebounds, 2
Okay.
assists,
Okay.
We don't. There's no way we don't put him at S.
Okay. All right.
averaging almost 2 blocks per game,
Can you agree with that, Ben? He's an S.
almost a steal
No, I can
a
agree with that.
game.
Yeah.
Alright, yes, sir.
Yeah, he's had a great. He's averaging.
Serge Ibaka.
Ooh, Serge.
I have
he
to
is
look
on
at
the
his
trade
stats. He's on the trade block.
Put him at S.
I said I would have to look at my stats.
Oh, I thought you said put him at S.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it.
Did not hear when what's his name, Kawhi said?
No.
That was a joke.
Yeah, it obviously was a joke, but when he like hit his face or whatever, he was like, "Yeah, we have Serge on the trade block. They call me Leatherface or whatever." He's getting 11 points, 6 boards, 1.8 assists. I think he's either
block a game.
I think he's a C. Because if we're putting Drummond and Ayton, who are both doing better than him, at a B.
Well, the stats are about. Yeah.
All
I'd
right.
put him at C, especially too because they got Zubac off the bench.
Yeah.
They about
Yeah.
split time.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
He's only getting where his minutes at? I can't see them, but yeah, they're splitting time, just like Chris said.
Emilio's favorite, Jokic.
S. There's no way you don't put him at an S. Best center in the league.
Yep, that's an S tier.
Yeah.
Did you just say
Yeah,
C tier?
there's no explanation. He's an
Yeah.
S tier.
Yeah, he's the biggest S tier on the list.
Okay.
No, that's kind of rude because he's kind of big. I meant to say like. I continue.
He's the biggest S tier, quite literally. All right. Aaron Baines.
Ooh.
F tier.
F. Nah.
F?
Aaron Baines has had the worst
Yeah,
season
put him
he's
at
had
F tier.
this
Put him at
year.
F tier. No one likes Aaron
Get
Baines.
rid of him. The Chris Boucher is way better than him. Why is he starting? Decent.
Oh man. Okay.
Well, actually, is he even starting anymore? I don't think he's starting anymore.
I thought he was starting.
Yeah, I thought he was.
He's in the sun.
Having 4 points per game,
No, he's on the
4
Raptors.
rebounds per game.
Chris Boucher. I love me some Chris Boucher, man.
Sounds a little sus, but
Okay, not like that. All right.
I'll continue.
Rudy Gobert.
Gilbert, A.
I'd put him at an A tier. as
Solid
well.
A tier. I think he's a solid
I
A tier
think
player.
he's a good A tier.
He's a good defender.
Yeah. Yeah, he can come in and get
Not
you
the greatest
defense.
scorer, but he still does it.
He's the greatest passer in the league. I mean, he got COVID around the whole thing really quick.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, man. All right. LaMarcus Aldridge.
Damn, he's averaging almost
Well,
3
Marcus
blocks
got
per
old.
game.
Who, Gobert?
Rudy Gobert, he's averaged 2.8 blocks per game.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's
LaMarcus Aldridge.
I'd
He's-
put him
he's
at a
very
solid
old. I
low.
Low B to a
Yeah.
high C.
I think we put him at C, because if we have Ayton and who else is
Yep.
on there? Drummond
Capella.
and Capella, he's getting 13 points, 5 boards, 2 assists. Nothing crazy, nothing bad. He's a C, comfortable.
I feel like he's
Boards
a
are
B.
kinda low.
I feel
Boards are
like
kinda low at 5.
I'm looking at this right now, and you have Wiseman there, and you have Plumlee and Ibaka in C. I feel like Aldridge is a lot better than Plumlee and Ibaka.
I mean, what were Plumlee's stats looking like?
Let's look it up.
Because LaMarcus Aldridge is 13 points, 5 assists. Or no, not 5 assists. My bad. 5 boards, 2 assists, 2.5 assists.
What'd you say Aldridge was?
13 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists.
Okay, so Plumlee is getting 8 points, 9 rebounds,
The last
and
2 games,
3.5
Aldridge
assists.
shot 2 from 10 from 3.
So he's getting.
So
5
I mean,
more
I
boards.
guess he is in that same category
Yeah,
as
he's a C. He's
as a C.
comfortable
All
average.
right.
Yeah. You like him as a player. He's a good player. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
This season, he's nothing like ridiculous. Like career-wise, 19.5 points.
Yeah.
8.3 boards, 2 assists.
All right, DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan's not starting anymore.
He's not?
Yeah, he is. I thought
Jeff Green started.
Thought he was.
Jeff Green started over. Oh, it's fine. We'll still put him on the list.
Well, yeah, we'll still put DeAndre on the list.
So DeAndre Jordan's.
Maybe I think he's a C.
I put him at D.
I put him at D.
Yeah,
He
because
hasn't really been playing that much this season. He's getting a little old.
like he had the chance to get a starting spot when Jarrett Allen left. Look what happened.
Yeah, he's nothing special.
All right, Cat.
I would put him
S.
at a high A.
High A.
Not S, because he can't stay healthy.
That's fair. A is comfortable. He's good at it.
Yeah.
All right. Jonas Valanciunas.
Fuck Jonas Valanciunas. He's on my fantasy team. He's selling. Put him at a solid low B.
Nah. I think he's comfortable B, not low. Comfortable.
No, he's been averaging.
But he is a B.
He has the best stats he has so far, but he's shooting very low field goal percentage. Well,
I think he's a solid B, actually.
Solid.
He's shooting very low from 3, which is a decent 3-point shooter, but he's been shooting pretty low from 3 as well. At 28%.
Okay. Miles Turner.
Oh, Miles Turner
I would put him at a high B.
He's been performing. Yeah,
Yeah,
put him at a B.
I'm putting him at a high
He's
B.
been having like what 4 blocks a game.
Something like
Not
that.
anymore, I don't think.
Not anymore, but
Probably
like
dropped
something
down
like
a
that.
little bit.
I need to go pee.
He's averaging.
Go pee.
Oh yeah, he's averaging 4.2 blocks per game.
Do it right now. There's a cup right here.
Hey man.
Go for it, man. Nah?
Hey, I'll tap in.
But besides the
Tap
blocks,
in, Logan.
Logan.
Tap in, Logan.
I already peed, bro. It's like.
besides the blocks, he hasn't really done too much. So I'd say he's a
That's
mid
fair.
B.
Yeah, he's a B.
Do you want to take a break right now so you can go to the bathroom?
Wait, we can keep going.
Okay.
Chilling.
Let's go with Kristaps.
Christopher Sings. I think he hasn't played this season, so if we're going off of this season, he's a C.
Okay.
But
That's fair.
I mean, right? Because he's only played 2 games.
Yeah.
But you put him 7 in like 10, right? How many rebounds did he get?
I don't know right now.
He's getting 7 boards, I think, on like 15 points. I think that's probably a
I
B
put him-
level.
I think he's a B, honestly.
I put him low B right now because
Yeah,
he hasn't
but he's still
done
B.
much.
Because he's only played 2 games, so he can't really.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
15 points, 7 boards, yeah, he's a B.
All right.
0.5 assists.
Bam Bam.
Bam out of bio, A for me.
I don't know. I put him.
I think there's a lot of hype around him. I would put him in a B, but it
He's
depends
young.
on his
He is
stats.
young.
It depends on his stats because I haven't looked at his stats.
I don't know his stats right
He's
now.
been with COVID. The whole Heat team have been.
And Adabo.
You good, cameraman? Yeah,
Damn,
you getting
we
a little
got- we
dizzy?
got us cameraman.
He's been a
Cameraman.
solid.
Yeah, we're not even gonna call you by your
18
name. You're
points,
cameraman
8
now.
rebounds, 5 assists. I'd put him probably low A tier.
Low A.
Yeah, I think he's a good A.
He's not someone that's going to be in the All-Star consideration. Well, I don't know. He was the All-Star last year, but I just haven't. He's been kind of relevant this year because of the coronavirus. So
Solid. All right, Yusuf Nurkic.
Nurkic, he's injured.
this year, I would say he's probably a low B.
I think he's a B.
He hasn't been playing that well.
Low B.
He has not been playing that well this year. He's had a rough start.
Low B.
He has not.
He's
been
a
playing
solid B.
that well. No,
He is a solid B.
he's averaging
Alright.
9 points, 7 rebounds per game.
That's
Bathroom
a.
break. Cue the music.
So 9.7 rebounds.
Ha,
per game.
but what about his assists? Tap in.
2.8.
Tap in.
2.8 assists per game.
2.8 assists
So
per game.
I know usually his career average, he's averaging more as a career than this year. He hasn't been having the greatest season this year.
Yeah.
It started picking up right before he got injured. I would put him low B
Okay.
at most.
What's up, cameraman?
Low B, high C for this year.
Low B, high C.
For this year, just
Okay.
because he hasn't been doing
I'll give him a
too
low
hot
B.
this year.
Low B.
Low B.
Low B. Okay. So cameraman, I want to know your thoughts, man.
On what?
What do you think about us putting James Wiseman at C?
That's not it.
That's not it.
No. He's a B. He
why?
fits into the Warriors' offense so well. He stretches the floor. He's good in the pick and roll.
Grab the mic.
He's a
He
good
doesn't
defender.
search the floor. He only averages 0.4
Grab it
assists
and pick
per
it up.
game.
Okay.
Pick it up if you want to. You having troubles there?
Okay, James Wiseman, he stretches the floor. Do you know what stretch the floor means?
Shooting 3.
Yeah, I'm not talking about threes. He takes like very long mid ranges. That's his shot. He makes them so consistently. He's good in the pick and roll. He's a good defender, and he's athletic. What more do you want?
Yeah.
He's a B.
I want assists.
I don't care.
You
want
can't
assist?
average
That's what
below 0.4. You can't below 0.5.
He doesn't pass.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I
he's
don't
got to
want
get
that from a
better at
center.
that.
I do not want that from a center. I want that from my point guard.
No, he's not.
I'm giving him a B.
I want my center to finish at the rim.
And he's a good defender. He clamped up Nurkic. You know, like
Yeah.
how many points did they get when they played?
I have no idea.
It was like 18 or something.
Something like that.
I'm putting him at a high C.
I'm putting him at a B. I don't care.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do one more while Emilio's gone. Brook Lopez. I'm putting him at a C tier.
Is he still on the Bucks?
Yep.
Yeah.
He hasn't been
Where is
doing
that?
too hot.
I'm putting him at a C tier.
I haven't watched him this season.
He's at a little. He's probably C tier.
C tier. That was a pretty easy one.
Oh, yeah, C tier. 9 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds.
Oh, yeah, that was easy. That was really
Yeah,
easy.
Pretty easy C tier.
Yeah.
Is that Emilio?
Kind of waiting for Emilio.
Just go middle.
Nah. Deuces, cameraman. See, he's already ruining the set. Hey, cameraman's
Goodbye.
ruining the set over
Goodbye.
here. We need Emilio back.
Brian.
Deuces, cameraman.
James Wiseman's a B.
He's not a B.
All
No. Maybe at the end of the season, but right now, no.
right, Cody Zeller.
Cody Zeller. What did I rank him on?
I haven't heard that name in forever. I'm putting him at a D tier.
I thought he was garbage.
He's irrelevant, bro. Put him at a D. No.
I'm putting him D tier.
What'd y'all put Brook Lopez at?
6 points, 3 rebounds
Solid.
per game. I don't even think he's starting anymore.
C.
C.
Let's just put him in the trash tier.
In the very bottom one.
Yep.
Okay.
He's white. Who cares?
Damn, that's tough. Chris wrote in some BLM stuff.
Wendell Carter Jr. I would put him solid B tier.
I'm putting him at B tier as well. Yeah.
He's been playing heck.
Wendell Carter
really
Jr.
well
B
this
tier?
year.
Yeah, he's a good B tier.
Okay.
13 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. Definitely B tier.
All right. Who the hell is this?
Oh, that's Daniel Tice.
Yeah.
Below average.
I actually like him.
Isn't he on the
Celtics.
Celtics, yeah.
I think anytime I watch him play,
I'm
I
not
actually
putting him
enjoy
at a
watching
C.
him play. I would put him at a low C because his stats, while they're not the greatest, he does have very good impact on it. He's pretty young too.
Yeah.
I have to fucking put him at a D.
No.
Put it at a D.
What do you think? I mean, hey,
Just
it's
watching
not-
him
He's
play
a low
is
C
big.
to a high D.
Wait, who do you have at C tier?
We have Wiseman, Plumlee, Ibaka, Aldridge, Brook Lopez. And then for the D tier, we have Mark
I would put
Gasol
him
and
high D
DeAndre.
tier.
High D tier?
Yeah, high
The
D
highest
tier, yeah.
D
'Cause I think
Okay.
those players on C tier are still a bit better than him.
Okay. Robinson. Mitchell Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
He's had a good season this year.
I'm putting him above average.
I said B. I put him at B.
I put him low B, yes.
Low B. That's an easy one. Out of the way.
Well, not necessarily easy, but like, you know, we kind
Yeah, we're agreed. We all agreed.
Yeah.
Steven Adams.
Steven Adams, I put him B still.
I would put.
High B.
I put him at B.
High.
He's not quite an A.
I put him at a high B. He's not quite an A, but he's a high B.
I think people at A
He's
are better
averaging
than
9 points per game. What the hell?
Is he not
What
about
is this
to-
stats? All right, hold up. He's averaging 9 points, 2 assists,
Really?
8 rebounds. He's
8 rebounds?
Yeah, he isn't. I think he's.
Might have to. His stats say
That's
we
what
can
I'm
put him in the
saying,
C tier.
I'm saying he's
I
a
think he
C
was doing a lot
tier.
better.
Yeah, same.
Zion Williams and him do not fit together.
Okay,
saying that.
that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. C tier.
We got 5 more players left.
I did not know.
Sean
that.
Holmes, solid B tier.
Sean Holmes, solid B tier.
All right, here's my case too about it. I did some research.
Yeah, we
Yo,
know.
hey,
Alright.
live
Sean
update.
Holmes
Live
has
update.
averaged 13.8
Oh,
points
live
per
update.
game per 28 minutes and 7.6 boards on 70% field goal percentage, which is leading the league currently in field goal percentage per game. He's been really good this year. He's definitely set a step high in his career. He's definitely a B tier.
Quick
Okay.
little live update. The cameraman just gave us. Chiefs are up 19-3.
What is it, like third quarter, halftime? Oh, okay.
And is it
Yeah, the Chiefs
quarterfinals?
already won. Yeah, you'll see us.
Yeah,
feature.
quarterfinals.
Chiefs won. It's simple as
Yeah.
that.
Chiefs are winning. No one really.
No, they already won.
Yeah, nobody. If
When
you
they're
bet
watching
against
this,
the
they
Chiefs,
won.
you're just dumb.
Low key.
All right. Continue.
Sean Holmes, solid. I'd put him in front of your Nurkic for this.
I put him at a B tier.
I'd put him like, I'd put him
I put him
exactly
where he
right
is,
now.
yeah.
Perfect.
Wood.
Christian Wood.
A.
A. Yeah. He
Great season this year.
career B, C maybe because
Yeah, career.
I'd say him C, but this
Career
year
C, but this
very
season.
good this year.
Yeah.
I put him A.
Solid. Low A.
I put him high A.
High A?
I put him over Gobert.
Really?
No, I would not.
For sure.
I would put him between Gobert
I
and
would put him
Bam.
at
23
low A.
points per game, 10 rebounds.
I still think Gobert's present is more dominant.
No way. This year, no.
If Quist stats are true, I'm going with
23
Quist.
point. He's averaging 23.2 points per game,
I know,
10.9 boards per game.
Gobert.
Say those stats are correct. Where are we putting Al Horford?
No.
Oh, where did I put him on my list?
I don't know. He kind of became irrelevant on
Yeah,
that.
like
I'm putting him low B.
low B, maybe high A. Gilbert's stats are 11, 12, so 12 points, 13.3 boards, 1.4 assists.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm putting Wood.
above.
I'm putting Wood before
He's
Gobert.
averaging- How much minutes per game?
Best season yet.
I'd put him probably low B tier.
Yeah.
Thomas Bryant, right?
Thomas Bryant, he's injured right now for the Wizards, yeah?
I think so.
I just
Possibly.
put him very bottom tier.
Very bottom because we can't tell.
do anything. Vucevic, I'd put him.
Wait, y'all put Thomas Bryant at the very bottom?
Because we can't tell.
No, he tore his ACL
Yeah.
When did he tear it?
like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
But he was doing
Vucevic,
good
I would put him
He was doing solid.
high A. Vucevic
Wait,
had a
wait,
great
wait.
season.
Vucevic is a high A
High A.
over Wood.
Yes, for
Ooh.
sure. He's averaging
I do have
23.8
Vucevic
points
on
per
my
game,
A tier.
10.8 rebounds per game. He's had a very good season this year.
That's fair.
That's not bad. All right.
He's
Well,
averaging 4 assists per game almost, 1.4 blocks per game, a steal a game. Yeah, he's been playing good.
solid.
There you go. There we have it.
Well, the tier list is on the screen for you guys to look at if you want to pause the video and see that. But
Probably like a couple picks.
or if you're on audio, it's probably on our Instagram or something like that somewhere.
Yeah,
I
we'll
don't
figure
know.
it out.
Harden shapeshifting.
Harden
Ooh,
shapeshifting.
Harden shapeshifting. hey, Ben, put a couple pics on the screen.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now
yeah.
So you can, like, see the memes and stuff.
Man,
Did he finesse the whole
he finessed
league?
the whole league.
Did he finesse the whole league?
Just the way they like took the pictures, I have no clue how the heck they.
Yeah, I can't tell because like in the game he doesn't really seem that chunky, but he's
No.
always like up there.
Why can't I do that? Like, why would I not do that?
Do what?
Shapeshift.
Oh, you can't shapeshift because
Hey, you don't have the money to do that.
That's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
James
look,
Harden.
I think
had
it was
the-
like this. So look, like this picture right here. It's like he like kind of puffs his chest out when he runs.
Mhm.
It's like,
Yeah.
he's going back to shooting, looks super skinny. But when he puffs his chest out, it looks fat as
But
hell.
when was that? That was when Adidas still sponsored the league. Yeah. Let me see that.
Thank
Oh, that's a Nike sponsorship. Okay.
So look,
Bro, look, he looks big.
He looks very
He looks
big.
so big.
He looks
like that's
giant.
not like even if like
That looks Photoshop.
nah, that's Photoshop.
That,
That,
looks so
has to be
But
Photoshop.
I'm pretty sure it's real. You know, that's why it's like Harden shapeshifting's a big.
I don't.
he's like one of those lizard peoples.
All those like
Lizard
stripper
people.
clubs he's been going to, bro. They're shapeshifting.
Bruh. Good one.
Our cameraman is really good.
Yeah.
All right,
facts.
so let's just pop a little bit of fantasy talk. How about the waiver wires? And his
Waiver
Cantor,
wires.
don't drop them like someone did in our league. What is
Hey,
another one?
I won the football league. Another one I had on my thing was we had Baines on there.
Bane sucks.
Oh wait! hey, no! I was thinking of Nicholas Batum. My bad. Or
Batum.
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 Batum. Batum.
Nicholas
Batum.
He might lower production because Marcus Morris Senior is
T.S. Jones was, or is it Tyus or T.S.?
Tyus Jones.
His production
Well,
now that John Morant's back.
John Morant's back.
Yeah.
Drop him for sure if you have him on your leagues. That's the 12-man league.
Diallo has been putting up good points. I'm pretty sure. I'm switching him up actually. I'm pretty sure he has. He's having
So this is 12-man league. You're looking at 10. So
he's definitely available on 10-man leagues.
sure, yeah.
Diallo. I don't know how to say his first name. Let's see his stats.
Oh no.
This season, Hamido Diallo is 11 points, 4.9 boards, 1.8 assists, but I'm pretty sure these recent games he's been popping off.
Evan Fournier is in your league. Pick him up. He's about to start playing again. Solid 20 points per game. Markelle Fultz is out. He's gonna up his production a little bit.
Markelle Fultz is bomb.
Paul Millsap. Pick up Paul Millsap.
Paul Millsap's a dagger on and off. Same with Monte, or what's his name? I think I'm thinking of.
Monte Harris.
No, I don't know what I'm thinking of, but If I remember, we'll put it on the screen, but I probably won't remember.
Paul Millsap.
DeAndre Hunter, another good pickup to pick up.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Obviously, some idiot drops like All-Star. Get that.
Yusuf Nurkic might be a little bit of consideration.
Yeah, if someone
Just
drops
put on your IR
Nurkic,
spot.
he's going to be back in 8 weeks. I feel like you get him.
Consider putting him in IR spot. Danielle Gallinari.
Yep.
He'll be back within the next week or two. That'd be a good pickup.
All right, so do you want to see what? Ask YG a couple questions. Maybe ask cameraman a couple questions.
Ooh.
YG answers.
Let's get YG's.
YG's answers.
Are we gonna do that right now? Or are we gonna film that later? Like when we have?
Oh, let's just do it right now.
So are we gonna be in the camera team?
Hey, YG!
I can just walk over and get him. Hey, Logan, go get him. Or cameraman, my bad. His name's not Logan.
Cameraman, yeah, cameraman.
Man really farted in that.
Hey, he wants to exist as an entity, so we're gonna.
Yeah, this guy's an
I'm
entity.
gonna go to get off the screen.
All right.
Hey, did we all prepare a question for him?
Yeah.
Prepare a question real quick.
Prepare a question.
My question is just Devonta Sabonis. That's it.
All right, I'm gonna give him a question on my phone right here.
Why?
All right, hey,
All right. Yep.
Hey, am I in the frame, Logan?
A little bit.
All right, it's not. Hey, JD, get over here.
Yeah, we
My
can.
question for YG is: are the Nets as good as they sound on paper?
Ooh.
All right, Ben, what was your question?
All right, let me pull it up here. Did it stop?
The battery. Just use battery pack.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
A little bit of a.
A little bit of technical difficulties here, folks.
Just audio for now. It's on
Just audio for the rest of this pod, folks. Sorry. Yeah, no, I charged it the whole way too. That's crazy.
What's the next question?
That's crazy. All right.
Devonta Sabonis.
DeMontis Sabonis. Let's go.
Man, I love that dude. He's up there with Vucevic, and he's up there with Brogdon as the most underrated players in the NBA. If you look at his efficiency, it's off the charts. I think he is him and Brogdon Beal and Nikola Vucevic are the most underrated players in the NBA. Love him.
Solid.
Not sure about fantasy-wise, but as a player, I love him.
Okay.
Isn't he like one of the top fantasy scorers right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Born in Portland, Oregon, too, I believe.
He is, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
His dad played for the Trailblazers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. My question: thoughts on CJ injured and how it'll affect the Portland Trailblazers?
Call him injured. Yep. Call him the dagger. I mean, not having your go-to catch-and-shoot player is going to be a massive deal on your team. I think they'll have players to fill the role, but he was the go-to guy. You know, it takes pressure off of Dame. I think it's going to take a massive hit on something like this.
6 threes made.
All right. So YG has answered some questions we had for him. And are we doing Logan answer or are we not?
Let's just do Logan answers. Come on, get over here, Logan. Get over here, Logan.
Look at Doncic right now. 8 minutes left in the fourth. Has 34 points, 16 rebounds, 11 assists, and 6 threes made.
Oh shoot,
Good game for
he's
him.
going off.
He has 68 fantasy points. All
All right, Logan.
It's eyes.
Come over here.
Oh, right here.
Are you doing that one?
It's probably
All right. So Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant?
What do you think of Jeremy Grant?
Keep it $150 with you. I don't know much about Jeremy Grant, but he is. Isn't he putting like 20 points a game?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something
He's
like that.
23.
23 points a game. How many boards?
I don't have his boards up.
All right. Well, are we talking about fantasy?
No, I'm just saying in
Just
general.
Okay. I don't know much about Jeremy Grant. We should go on to the next one, bro. I don't want to make a
Oh my
wild
God.
take.
What a guy. I want to make a wild take. Quist, you got a question for Logan?
Shoot.
I'll take that as a no.
I'm trying to watch this game.
Look out.
What channel is it on?
He's averaging 25 points a game.
Yeah.
Who?
Jeremy Grant, 24.8 to be exact.
6.3 boards and 2.2 assists. He's
Well, by the
most
seams of
improved.
it, Blake Griffin isn't putting up production. It
Mm.
looks like Jeremy Grant is stepping up.
Blake Griffin not dunking? What is up with that, boys?
I don't know, bro.
Blake Griffin not dunking. man.
Injuries and old age.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Chris, did you ask me a question?
trying to pick up this game.
Jesus Christ, Wes.
Let's get a question going.
Let's get a quick. You got one, Amelia?
Yeah. Do you think the teams, like for example, like the Raptors,
Yeah.
like teams like that were in the playoffs,
Mhm.
like maybe you could say the Nuggets, put them in there.
Okay.
Do you think early on in the season they're in the spot that they should be in, or do you think they're just having slow starts? Like for example, the Pelicans are like the lowest seed, if not like the
They're
13th.
I
something
looked
like that,
up,
you
they're
know?
just the 13th.
Do you think
Well,
they're in the correct spot, or do you think they should increase?
The Raptors, I mean, they have a bunch of good assets. They have Pascal,
You know, but
Fred VanVleet. I mean, shout out to Drake, Kyle Lowry. They have a bunch of good players, and I don't feel like they're playing as good as they should be playing. And the Nuggets, what are they? 7-6, 6-6,
Nuggets, they're 6-6, yeah.
6-6. Yeah, I feel like they should be doing a lot better because they have potential MVP Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, who's not doing good whatsoever. And what's going on with Michael Porter Jr.?
He is out because
Corona.
of COVID right now.
God damn it.
These are the West rankings. So we have the Wolves at 3-8 in the 15th seed, and then the Pelicans are the 14th seed. Kings are 13th, and then these are the East standings. Pistons are the worst with Jeremy Grant stepping up. So he obviously has to fill the role. And the Wizards, are they worthy of a 10th spot? They're 14th right now, 3-8. They can't win with Westbrook and Beal.
To be honest, I've been saying this since the season started. Westbrook and Beal are not going to work.
Is it because they can't work, or is it just because they can't execute? What's
They don't fit well together. They don't complement each other. Like their play styles don't complement each other.
Bulls at 4-8 with Zach LaVine playing out of his mind? What's up with that?
Just,
You just think
other
that-
players aren't stepping up. He's doing his job. Other players got to do theirs.
All right. Thanks for your input, Logan.
Oh, someone asked me MVP. Someone asked. Be like, hey.
He's gonna say Curry. I'm not asking you who the MVP
All right.
is.
That's my voice,
okay,
Logan.
No, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Just hear me. Just hear
Thank
me
you
out.
all
Just
for
hear me out.
watching the Bulls Talk
Just hear me
podcast.
out. Just
We
hear
will
me
see
out.
you guys later.
Just hear me out.
David. Vince is leaving.